2 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. in Surface and Lucia. And yes, indeed, the Eastern Caribbean, it's now that time. Kayden Alexander is right here in studio with us at Soufriere FM. And just to share a bit, Kayden was with me on a Tuesday for practice session as he gets set for next week reading competition, or the 2026, if I must say, reading competition scheduled for the 2nd of June. That's happening in Castries. Good morning to you. It's a pleasure to have you yet again. Join me here, but this time on House Guests interview. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's your microphone? Beg your pardon? So, let's go ahead. Good morning to you, my darling Kayden.
Good morning, Miss.
How you feel this morning?
Very excited for today's interview.
I must say I am just as excited as you, understanding that you will be participating in the reading competition next week, representing District 8 and, of course, the Force Jacques Primary School. But just before that, but since we are hearing you for the first time, just a short intro of who you are. Tell the listening audience.
I am Kayden Alexander, and I am 9 years old, and I am a fourth grader in the Force Jacques Primary School.
You attend the Force Jacques Primary School. I think it's really a proud moment for the school at this very moment. With that being said, how do you really feel when you were selected, as the star reader?
Very excited to be known. Yes, very excited to be reading, be called the star reader, go represent District 8, my school, and make all of them proud.
Definitely. And even understanding that last year you represented the school at a reading competition where you won. How was that experience for you?
Well, it was really during when they were calling the third, second, I didn't expect, because I didn't have my name. So I'm like, oh no, I hope I'm first. I'm nervous. I'm just moving all around. And then they call third place, they call second place. Then I'm waiting for the first place. And then I just hear Kayden Alexander, first place. And then I go to receive the award, take the pictures, the certificate. Yes, so it was a really exciting moment.
Wow. And then you just as excited come next week to represent.
Yes, Miss.
Oh, nice. What inspired you? Definitely, to not anyone or everyone can actually pick up a book and read. So what inspired you to actually love reading?
I love to learn new things, especially reading books, learn them in books.
What books inspire you? Adventure, comic action? What inspires you?
News articles.
News articles. Nice. So this is also why you indicated your interest in wanting to get a wraps as to media broadcasting journalism.
Yes, Miss. I want to when I grow up, I want to be more either a lawyer or to keep excelling in reading, become a news presenter, present the news on the TV. So yes,
definitely. And even with that, this morning you presented me with a narrative, and I just wanted to share it with the listening audience. This is where you will be sharing a little story with us. Yes. You go ahead and share with us what story it is and what's it all about. So share that story with us.
The name of the narrative is The Great Lettuce Capper.
Speak into your microphone and speak loud to hear you as well.
Yes.
Interestingly, the story is titled The Great Lettuce
Capper.
So, folks, you are listening to The Great Lettuce Capper.
Old Mr. McGregor's garden was forbidden, but the tempting scent of fresh dill was too much for the two little rabbits to resist. Benjamin Bunny hopped boldly under the wooden fence gate, while his cousin, Peter Rabbit, squeezed through nervously behind him. Look at all these vegetables, Benjamin cheered, his whiskers twitching with excitement. Peter clutched his blue jacket tightly, his eyes darting around the massive rows of greens. I don't know, Benjamin. Remember what happened to my jacket last time? Don't worry so much, Peter. Benjamin laughed, tossing a giant crisp leaf of lettuce into their woven basket. Mr. McGregor went to town in his horse and cart. Suddenly, a massive dark shadow fell directly over the cabbage patch, accompanied by a sharp, terrifying meow. Oh no, Peter gasped, his ears pinning flat against his head. Right on top of the garden wall sat Mr. McGregor's fat orange cat, staring down at them with piercing eyes. With a sudden spring, the cat lunged towards the basket. Jump! Benjamin shrieked, dropping the lettuce as the cat's sharp claws missed its tail by inches. The two rabbits scrambled blindly into a large upturned flower pot, squeezing themselves flat against the dark clay. Outside, they could hear the heavy thud of the cat sniffing at the ring, trapping them in total darkness.
Wow. And there you heard it for our star reader, again representing District 8 at next week reading competition. Very interesting story. With that, I want to ask you, how often do you read at home?
I read often enough, like not too much and not too little, but just enough to like win the competition, to like participate in it, to like be on a higher level than others. So
Definitely. And even for that journey as well, who has been helping you prepare for that competition next week? How have you been preparing?
well, Miss Solomon, my father, and my grandmother is the one who inspires me the most. And Miss Solomon is the one helping me to train for next week's reading competition. So,
Have you been doing any news articles? Have you been practicing with any media house to get yourself ready?
any media
Like
house.
radio stations?
Yes, I am here doing the interview at the Soufriere FM radio station.
Okay. Um, how in how do you prepare for the national reading competition? Minus those various platforms as well and the reading at home. How else do you prepare? Do you have a mentor as well?
When I'm at home, sometimes I usually go on my phone since I have a phone. My grandmother gave me a phone, so I can search up news articles, narrative pieces to just train, like like to practice, so I can win.
Very well said. You just presented us with a narrative piece. Interestingly, you said one of your favorites, you love to pick up on news articles, and there isn't a day when something is not happening. So let's hear your best piece as you prepare for next week.
Joy St. Omer filed one final report. Hours later, she was dead. The shocking killing of a 24-year-old Joy St. Omer has triggered nationwide outrage and renewed scrutiny of St. Lucia's ability to protect victims of domestic violence. After officials confirmed she was murdered just hours after filing one final police report against her estranged husband. St. Omer was found shot to death inside her vehicle sorry, in Maroge, on Marigo on Wednesday in a case that has shaken communities across the island. Her estranged husband is currently in police custody after reportedly turning himself in later that evening. As public anger intensified intensified online and on talk shows, Minister for Crime Prevention Jeremiah Norbert acknowledged the emotional weight of the tragedy while defending the limitations faced by the state under the current legal system. Police revealed that the suspect has previously been arrested in March for allegedly breaching a protection order. While the magistrate's court initially denied bail, the accused later secured release after appealing to the High Court, a development that has now become a central focus of public debate. Norbert stressed that the executive arm of government has no authority to interfere with judicial decisions. The judiciary is an independent body and the government cannot interfere with what they do. The minister stated, adding that decisions surrounding bail are ultimately determined by the courts.
Very nice.
Authorities also disclosed that St. Omer had an active protection order and had reportedly filed another complaint around 8:30 a.m. on the day she was killed. However, officers were allegedly unable to locate the suspect in time, facing mounting criticism over whether enough was done to safeguard the young woman. Norbert admitted the country lacks the resources required to monitor every high risk domestic violence case. We do not have the resources in place to be able to provide 24-hour surveillance for those who make reports of gender based violence and stalking, he said, while maintaining that law enforcement acted within its operational limits. Still, the minister conceded that the tragedy has exposed serious concerns within the border protection system, saying the country must now examine whether strong interventions are needed for vulnerable victims. Calling the incident an eye opener, Norbert said St. Lucia must revisit its systems as a whole to determine what additional safeguards can be implemented for persons facing domestic abuse and threats. In one of the interview's most emotional moments, the minister expressed heartbreak over the fact that St. Omer's 2-year-old daughter has now been left without a mother. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force Major Crime Unit continues to investigations into the killing as authorities attempt to determine what failures, if any, contributed to the deadly outcome.
Very nice. Thank you so much for that. What did you get from the article?
There was a 24-year-old woman that was killed, that was murdered, and the police has her estranged husband in custody, but the estranged husband was later released because he was he sorry the police revealed that the suspect has already been arrested previously in March. So the estranged husband was released out of custody because they said he was not the killer. So, yes.
Okay, then. Thank you for that explanation. What advice would you give to other students who want to improve on their reading skills?
Try to do the pronunciations correct, like whatever you're reading, like skim through it before you read it. And if you come across any word that seems like hard to pronounce, break it down into parts. And if you still cannot do it, ask like an adult for help to pronounce it.
Nice. What are your dreams or career goals for the future?
to continue to excel in reading or become a lawyer.
How do you think? Let's look at our day-to-day society. How do you think reading plays a part?
To to like for news, to send out news, like precautions, and to be careful. So like if there's like a news says there is like a prisoner that's escaped, like be aware, or like if a hurricane is going to happen, be prepared, stay indoors, and
Yes, so
yes.
news keeps you abreast with the happenings, events, current national affairs as well. In my observation, I noticed that you were married. Could you share with me?
Oh
What is it
yes.
like for you?
So in my school, I excel in my scores. My highest score in my grades was 95.42%. That was the highest. And for term two, now I'm in term three. So this September, I'm going to grade five.
Nice.
And one fact, like one thing to know about me, for the award ceremony where I got this merit, I was the host. I was the host for the ceremony. So I would call the people's percentages and their names, and they would come up to get their merit and their prize and their award.
Nice.
So yes.
I must say, at a very young age, you have taken such a bold step. A lot of young persons would not have the courage to do such a thing. What drives you? What motivates you?
I want, like in life, I want to be like a famous person. I want to be like people. I don't want to just be there because I'm really talented and I can use, because since I'm a smart, I'm an intelligent boy. I and I'm very talented. I use that talent for things to like excel in life. So yes.
Definitely. We have Felicia Solomon. Good job, my boy. You know who this is?
I would like to give a shout out to Felicia Solomon. Um, you've loved me all throughout the way. You've cared for me, and I appreciate that.
Nice. We have Ali Alexander. Good job, my boy. Granny is so proud of you.
Yes, and also a shout out to my grandmother. She has also cared for me. She is one of the most loving persons in my life.
Wow, this
Yes.
is touchy, you know. You have so much potential, and I cannot forget that first time, like Tuesday, when you came in and we sat and we do those various news pieces together. And for persons who are not aware, this is the actual person that is tied to the voice that went out on Tuesday in Soufriere FM's news report as young. And this is the platform that we have to actually encourage and train and nurture and help the young ones grow as a community radio station as well. We pride ourselves to do just that. I will love come next week Tuesday to hear Kayden Alexander, you know. And I'm not saying it's not impossible. Once you do everything necessary as well, you go out there, you deliver with confidence, with pride, and there's nothing for sure to say you're not gonna be our champion for District 8. You have it in you, you got it covered, you just have to give it your best. So how excited are you? How ready are you to capture that crown
Yes,
and take it home for us?
yeah, I'm really excited, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous because
It comes with the
I will
territory.
be in front of a lot of people. But at my school, I have already been like trained to be a lot of people watching me, so I'm not that nervous. But I'm still time nervous because this is the nationals.
Yes, it is the
So
nationals.
yes,
But what you can do, I think, I may not be correct, but then at home you can practice, just stand maybe in front of your mirror and just imagine you speaking to a large crowd of persons, and then you just read, you just deliver, just the imagination that you are already at the competition and you're just delivering your best pieces. And it should maybe give you some comfort and put you in that best, in a better place, and you would actually feel less nervous.
Yes.
Yes. And it is just the beginning for you because you will be back here after the competition to share that journey with me. I'll be very excited to know how it went for you, how you feel, how everything was executed, and to thank all those who definitely helped you along that journey. And of course, to scream and shout for you when you do return that trophy as well to us. But then on your accomplishment as merit, I'm going to say continue to soar. The sky is the limit. What are your thoughts with young children um, actually at school when bullying is concerned?
When there have been people coming to our school telling us about bullying, but if I see like two little children fighting, I will go up, I'll separate them, I ask them what's wrong, what started this fight, and then I'll tell them to like how to fix it. So whatever it is, if somebody hurt somebody, like I'll tell them, was it an accident or was it on purpose? And then to say sorry. Yes.
Another thing, a lot of the times we see a lot of delinquent behaviors in school. Children come with, they become so unruly, and this is where it gets out of control. The teacher can no longer even speak and have them in a proper manner where they should be disciplined. It's a tricky question. If you were a teacher working a principal, how would you deal with that situation?
I will tell them if I will tell them if like
Would you go and suspend
yeah,
your
I will
classes
tell
then?
them calm down. If they don't listen, I'll say it again. Then I'll say it one more time. Then after that, I will gather them all up and then I will tell them if you do not listen, all of you will get detention. Because y'all cannot be shouting over my voice and I am speaking. I am a teacher, y'all respect me. So I would like discipline them because you can't have children in a room and they're talking over you. So like they're screaming, they're shouting. That's
Unacceptable.
yes.
Do you think detention even helps children now?
No, I don't think so. Because after you discipline them, they still do the same thing.
Yes. And sometimes you may feel a bit sympathetic that you do not want to expel them totally out of school.
Yeah.
Yes. To your peers that emulate you, what, how would you encourage them? Because a lot of persons would have loved to be seated here right now having this conversation. But again, they feel afraid, they feel shy, or they may not know how to express themselves like you. How you plan on being a mentor to them?
Just don't think about you're being watched. Just like just say from your heart, like speak from your heart. So you don't have to be nervous or anything and just try your best.
Okay.
So yeah.
We have Alina Smith. Proud of you, Kayden.
And Smith.
Yeah, we have Safia Solomon.
Yes.
Very nice. You have all the love pouring in. It is a proud moment for you, my boy, because you're doing awesome. I want to ask you in terms of do you think enough is being done to help young persons who are troubled, the little ones that need help sometimes? Sometimes the parents may not be able to assist them at home and they come to the school hoping that the teacher can assist them, but sometimes the teachers fail them. What do you think? Just your
Yes.
thoughts, no right or wrong to
Yeah,
it.
yes. Some like children, they don't have proper homes, so
Yes.
some of them they can't even go to school because they don't have enough money,
Yes.
and then they're like so they don't get the education they need to excel in life. But then like when I grow up, I want to like go to these kind of countries and like if I have money I will give them, I'll make schools in that area um the people who are like that don't have money to go to school, I'll put them in a school. I try my best to get them the education they need so they have the knowledge to survive. So
Yes. Can I share with you, as we're seated there now, there are a lot of adults that are not even able to have that conversation, that form of intellect you and I would basically sit and share. It is sad sometimes they will not afford the opportunity for school education. Like you made mention, sometimes the homes that they grew up in did not really allow them, and we're facing a lot of illiteracy on the island as well. So again, people may not know that May is reading month. So just share with us, what did your school undertake for reading month? What did you do for reading month?
for one time in school when it's reading month, when I'm at the school, they will at assembly, that's usually on Mondays and Fridays, I would go to the front, they would hand me a book and I would read to everyone to so like it's like practicing for the reading competition that already happened, the one that got me here. What they would do, they would have the whole school, so I'll be in front of the whole school, and the school would be watching me read. So for the competition that happened already, I would be ready for people watching me, a lot of like a crowd watching me. So, um, when I'm in a crowd, if everybody watching me, I'm really nervous. Like, that's when I start to like stammer things. But then, because when I'm in front of a lot of people, I'm really nervous. But then when I'm in front of like my family, I know they're my family. They cannot judge me. They won't judge me. So I read properly. But then when it's a lot of people and there's judges, they judge. They're judges. That's when I start to like, I'm like, Kayden, you need to do this, and then that's when I start making mistakes. So it's like when with my family there's no pressure, but when I'm out there in the competition, there's a lot of pressure. When I'm in a crowd, when I'm like at a crowd, like crowd is watching me, there's a lot of pressure on me.
Well,
So
which is true.
yeah.
Competitions are always precious. Well, Safia Solomon, very ambitious. Go, Kayden. I must tell you, Safia, yes, indeed, I am feeling a warmth in my heart that this little one has a lot of potential, and is very articulate. And I just wish a lot of our young ones could just embrace or just exhibit, such potential. But then each one is just a unique being on his or her own. But definitely, I say, why not District 8 or Force Jacques Primary School to bring that trophy home? Next week is the reading competition. This is the big moment for you. Again, I just want to share, hey, your thoughts. How does it really feel? You representing Kayden, you representing District 8, you representing Force Jacques. That's three big shoes that you have to fill.
So what it feels like, it's like I I when I so there is the District 8 for Jacques, and the competition is like a lot of like nervousness I have, because the Soufriere District 8 is like they're like Kayden is going to bring that trophy home, like back to Soufriere. So I'm like, I want to try my best to bring the trophy back to Soufriere like they want, like so to make
So
them
there's a lot of
proud.
pressure on you.
Yes,
And with that pressure, sometimes I feel there can be a bit of a sleepless nights for you.
yeah. But then I sleep fine. It's just that yeah, I can sleep.
Okay, well,
But
how what do you do for fun?
for fun, I usually play football with my brothers. I train them because most of them, like there's one of them, he's an athlete in my school. He runs. My brother is 6, so I want to like train them on running, so and athleticism, so they can be ready. So if anything comes, like they have an opportunity to represent Soufriere, like I am, and District 8 for like a football match or races, then they'll be ready to do it. So they can accept, they can do well, and they can like win for District 8.
Definitely. And would you say your brother has that same? Well, he has that passion. He's a sports enthusiast.
Yeah, Christian likes to run. Christian likes to race. He's very competitive. So Christian likes to run. He likes to race. He likes to go outside. He likes to just be. He wants to be active. He just yeah.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Again, this is Kayden Alexander, our star reader for District 8, who will be participating in the 2026 reading competition. Again, I am seated here. I'm so overwhelmed. Sometimes it's just amazing not knowing the amount of talent that are yet to be discovered. Honestly, Lencia, proud of you, Kayden. Stay inspired, stay open minded, and never stop reading. Lencia, Joyan, my friend. So, a lot of love, a lot of people are rallying for you. Tell us where the competition is happening.
It's happening in Castries. I don't know the exact location yet, but then I know it's in Castries. So when I get the exact location, I will
Well, the Facility Center,
first,
Castries, yeah. Point Zero Fitness
yes, the
Facility
first
Center, that's where it's
yes.
happening. What do you have to say to your other competitors? Because I'm sure they're preparing just as hard as yourself to bring it back home.
Yes. I do want them to excel. I do want them to do well. So I don't like you're not supposed to hate your enemies. You don't want to hate your opponent. So I just want to say try your best, do well in the competition.
Because it is a competition,
Yes.
definitely. You mentioned on a day to day, reading is your hobby, it's your passion. I could say it's your go to. What books have you really read and how were they able to inspire you?
I
Any of your books you've read and how you were inspired by it, the
I
story?
usually read passages and news articles. So like these papers, I usually read these. So yeah, I read the news articles, the passages and stuff.
Okay. Given that short experience you had back in media and how everything works, do you think it's a career that piques your interest?
Yes, definitely.
And why?
Because I have a lot of talent for reading and a lot of passion. I have a great voice, like a professional voice. That's why I decided to choose doing reading. That's why I chose reading.
You definitely have that great voice and the media voice as well. And I'm wishing you all the best. And like I said, I can sit here all day with you. It's just so refreshing to have just the thoughts and the exchange of young persons. And as we see a lot of love are just pouring in here, my heart is melting. Let me just ask in terms of you, a young guy actually growing into a teenager, and you're in the community, so you've seen the sad things that are happening where guys are turning to the guns and killing each other. This is
Yeah.
just not right.
I
What would you say to them?
I live in the development and there's my my brother's cousin's father um he's building a park in Soufriere development, and there is usually been shooting there. There was a shooting there one time and stuff. And this morning when I was reading some passages to train for practice, we I just heard too loud po po. So I don't know if it was a shooting or something, but I heard like two loud booms. So I don't know what it is, but then I was outside, so I heard it.
And those things are not good for the community.
Yes. I don't like the people who choose violence over peace. I choose peace over violence, not violence. Violence is not right.
Definitely. So the competition is next week. On a scale of 1 to 5, how ready are you? Pick the grade from 1 to 5 and tell me why you selected that grade.
Five is like not ready. Five is not ready. I'm like a 2.5 free because I'm really nervous. I'm feeling the nervousness right now. So, but I know I'm ready. So Yes.
And we know we have to state the facts. Most of the times, as much as we're ready, we have the right mindset, but by the time we get to that competition and seated at the panel with so many other persons who are our opponents, this is where our stomachs start to rumble. We feel the nausea, and sometimes we
Yes.
just break concentration and we forgot everything we've learned over time, and it puts us in a not so good place. And sometimes we do not deliver our best. It works against us, and you find we lose that whole momentum for the competition. And sadly, we do not even, get placed. Force Jacques Primary School says, "We are proud of you, Kayden. We wish you all the best. Keep being a brilliant and confident reader." So this is something that
Yes.
can erase the nerves that you're feeling right now. I just want to reiterate that. For Jacques Primary School, we are proud of you, Kayden. We wish you all the best. Keep being a brilliant and confident reader. You hear that?
Yes.
Confident
Yes.
reader. What have you to say? Your school is sending you all the cheers, all the love, and so many other comments are pouring in.
Yes. I would
What are you
like
to
to
say?
give a shout out for my school and the people who is supporting me, my father, my grandmother, my mother, and so my family members, my brothers, they really support me, especially my father and my grandmother, my mother, and my school.
Nice. Even at the Jacques Primary School, who are the teachers that you really look up to the most, and who has really supported you on your reading ventures? Well, and not forgetting, we must say or extend gratitude to Miss Joel as well, our district education officer.
In the school, the teacher that I look up to is Miss Solomon. She's the one that helped me practice. That is helping me practice for the reading competition coming up. And I also look up to my class teacher, like the teacher in my class, Miss Augusta. I look up to her too.
Thanks. Dinfna Augustine, good morning to you. She says, "Hey, Kayden, we're cheering for you. Grade 4 in the house." Yep, 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 yep. Grade 4, we see you. We see you big and loud, Big up yourself, grade 4. Yes.
Yes.
If you were to pick a favorite phrase, a quote that helps you every day, what would it be?
Try my best. Like do your best and keep excelling.
You spoke in that discussion, you spoke of having you lean strictly on media broadcasting, especially journalism, keeping people abreast with everything that's happening. I'm throwing a challenge to you. Next week, we're about to open the hurricane season, the 1st of June, and it ends on the 30th of November.
November.
So, what appeal, what encouragement, what would you say to people out there as far as that hurricane season that is actually opening next week?
Like
What would you say to them?
be safe and don't really go outside when it's raining. Don't get sick. You don't want to get sick. Sorry, you don't want to get sick, and you don't want to spread it. You don't want more people getting sick and sick, and then everybody is now sick, and there's a crisis now. So stay inside during the hurricane season, and try your best not to really like get wet, not to get sick, because the rain is really heavy during the hurricane season. At my home, the rain just turns off and on. There was a time I was hanging clothes. No, yeah, I was moving clothes off the line, and then it started to rain like a little drizzle. So I decided to move. Then as soon as I went inside and then I come back, it already stopped. So like it already stopped. It was a short thing. And then as we go back, the rain starts to fall again, and then that's the real one. That one like actually stays for long.
Nice. So, in other words, we're saying person should really be paying attention to the weather, to the pattern, and especially the season that is fast approaching. Before we
Yes.
get to end, and again to just allow or inform people of next week's competition, just some fun questions. What is your favorite color and why?
Blue and red because it's my father's favorite colors and I like it too. It's like really bright colors, especially like the light blue, the light red. I really like them.
Nice. What is your favorite food?
Uh, I don't have a favorite food because all of them are unique. All foods are unique. So I eat food I like ramen or bread and stuff.
What?
So
Okay. Thank you. What do you enjoy most about reading?
to express emotions in the stories or the news broadcasts and
And
stuff.
sometimes bringing the stories, especially the narrative pieces, to life.
Yes, they have a lot of emotion in them, and I have that voice, so I like to read them to express the emotion. So that's what I do.
Also, when it comes to the news pieces as well, depends on the title or the headline. You have to be sympathetic. For example, the Joyce in Thomas story, you have to show some sympathy, some remorse, and we have to most of the times to change our tonation to that as well. What is your favorite subject in school?
Mathematics. I like to do equation. I like to do like division, multiplication, and this stuff. I like also do fractions. Right now, since when I was sick, like I used to be sick for a long time. For 6 days, I was out, almost a week. I missed a lot of school. I missed decimals, and decimals was really important. But then I know the place values, like how to turn them into a fraction. So I was good. And MST, I did MST yesterday. It was really good. There was that people whistling in the class. People was whistling. So and it kind of like threw me off, but then I think I did good.
That's exciting that you did MST yesterday.
Yeah.
If you could visit any place in the world, where would you go?
I would probably go to America, San Francisco, to just meet my grandmother because my grandmother comes down every December. So I don't get to see her much. So I just want to go. I want to like celebrate with her too because I'm now in the reading competition nationals. So I just want to celebrate with her and stuff. But then she's in America, so I have to wait to this December. Hopefully, I'll get to see her.
Nice.
So
Thank you, Kayden. 15 minutes to the hour. Kayden Alexander is here with me, and he's our star reader representing our great district, District 8, come next week, Tuesday, June 2nd. Please show him some love as he gets ready to, sorry, as he gets ready to represent us. What is your favorite? What book would you recommend to your friends? Are you a fan of Dr. Seuss?
no,
Okay.
yeah, I would, I would probably
What would you recommend to them?
a book with like for them like books for them to read a lot for them
Yes.
to practice their reading. There is my friend, my best friend Dante, and he's a cricketer in our school. He has represented our school lots of times for cricket, and he is not too much of a great reader. When he reads, he reads stuff and he pauses for a long time and then he reads, he stammers a lot. So I want to like I want to try and help him with reading. Anytime when I get free time, I want to try and help him read better fluently because he stammers a lot. That
Oh.
affects his reading a lot. So
Now, the time is closing on us and we will be leaving shortly. Share with me what is a fun fact about yourself?
I've competed in many competitions. Every time I compete in something, I always make it to the nationals. So there was a science competition. We had sour sop pancakes. We made it in our school. I we helped cook, and it was amazing. The taste was very nice. We even made our own syrup. We set it in um at the bus terminal for the competition. We placed first in our category, and there was people asking to buy the mix for them to eat at home. So it's for people who is gluten free because some people are gluten free and they cannot eat normal pancakes. So that's why we made these for these kind of people. And when we went to cash fees in our category, we placed food. We brought a trophy back to our school, but it was third place trophy. But then we still did very good. I think we did very well. At least we reached in the nationals. At least we placed. So I'm just, yeah, that's a fact about me.
Oh, nice. Interesting, and congratulations to you as well. Um, Kanisha Henry, nice job, Kayden. And we have Ali Alexander. She says, "Oh, my boy, you will come and visit me by the grace of God. I love you so much."
I love you too, Granny.
Oh, wow, this is a moment that nobody can take that away for sure. And once again, the big bonus question I've already asked you, but then you mentioned of nerves, and now that we've had such a lovely conversation, I hope the nerves have been thrown out of the window. How do you feel about representing your school in the reading competition?
I feel really excited because well, not too nervous because I have represented them many times. But when it comes to District 8, it's like pressure now because it's not just my school, it's the whole district. So I am representing I'm representing a little bit of the West Coast, like almost the whole of the West Coast, which is so I represent Fosse Jacques, Etongs, Chozel, and I think Conry's. Yeah, and there's Soufriere Primary I represent. No, I don't know. I think it's Soufriere Primary, but I represent District 8. So
Yes, and then the slogan goes District 8 will greet. So there's no other way that you are not going to emerge that winner come next week. We have Ron VG. Good vibes. Yes, indeed. Felicia Solomon. Kayden, on behalf of your dad, keep your head up and keep doing your best. My star boy, we're all rooting for you and so proud of how hard you've worked. Go out there with confidence, shine bright, and remember that no matter the outcome, you're already a winner to us. Ron Vijay again did say, Force Jacques Primary School all the way. Ooh, look at so much love that you're getting. How you feel now? You see so many people rooting
yeah,
for
I don't
you.
feel
We
that
have
nervous anymore.
Deborah Joseph just sent in, good job, Kayden. Look at so much love you receiving. So you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And you have us at Soufriere FM as well, who's supporting you. You have District 8 Education Officer as well. And you have all the love from your Forces counterparts. 10 minutes to the hour of 12 noon in Surface St. Lucia and the Eastern Caribbean, none other than our star boy, Kayden Alexander, here with me today. It gave me immense pleasure. And of course, when we end this discussion, we will be going back to the newsroom for a few more practices. And as it may be my last day with him on the training ground as well, and I'm wishing him the very, very best, the utmost best as well, to reign on District 8, reign greatness, and bring that trophy home. We have Hope Philip. Big up y'all for Sejak Primary, Nadia Kazabo, excellent Kayden. Dimfner again did say. We're also excited listening to you, Kayden. Bravo. Yes, I am. You realize I do not want to say goodbye to him. I just want to keep him there because the conversation is so enlightening. It is so overwhelming when you look at our young ones. We cannot just concentrate on the troublemakers, but there are those with a lot of talent that continue to exhibit greatness, 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 and not forgetting we have to always keep them guarded, protected, and anointed. With God, we can do everything. We cannot do it on our own. We have to keep them anointed, keep them covered under the blood of Jesus as He go forth on that big mission representing the school, representing the district, to calm his nerves and at least let God go before him and prepare everything that is needed for that competition and bring it home. Marilyn Wellington, she said, good job, good job, good job.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting me.
Well, this is now your moment to extend your gratitude and to encourage persons and send your well wishes. This is your time to shine.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Thank you very much, and I will try to bring the trophy back to Soufriere.
I don't like that. You'll try to bring it. You have already brought the trophy. The trophy is yours. You claim it in your mind. It's already yours. The trophy is mine, and I will be bringing it home to District 8.
Yes. The trophy is mine, and I will be bringing it to District 8.
That was not confident. Now you've been a little shy on me.
I will bring the trophy home.
That's what we're talking about. Look out for it. The trophy stays in District 8 this year, 2026. Al Alexander, great job, sweetheart. Just do your best and know that Granny love you to the moon and back. Philip Paul, good job. And Felicia Solomon, applaud. Kudos, 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 kudos. 3 minutes to the hour of 12 noon in Surface Solution, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. It's been immense pleasure as we go out with a bang, our second fold of our house guest for today, the 28th of May, 2026. And it's quite unfortunate that you're not able to join us behind the scenes as well as we go back to Soufriere FM behind the scenes media broadcasting newsroom, that is to go over a few news scripts and let him again get his voice wet, get the tonation, dictation, pronunciation, enunciation, where I get to coach him again for the second time to prepare him for next week. Thank you for all the love that was sent to all our viewers as well who joined online. We appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing, your comments as well on this interview. And it was the first time for him. And as you know, sometimes the first time is never the last time. It is just the beginning for him, the beginning of greatness. Kayden, Alexander, you deserve everything that is coming to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. We love you. And of course, Kayden, after this discussion as well, you can always go back read the different comments and the love that you definitely got right here on our platform, Soufriere FM. 5 minutes to the hour. It's been immense gratitude. Thank you so much. Until next week, Thursday, you can definitely join me here for another edition of House Guest. Your host, Kabrina Ibifan. Kayden, Alexander, Star Reader 2026 National Reading Competition, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. We're out.
In the mix. Leave out the Babylon and look to the east.